I love stories because I'm a hopeful romantic, and I've always been longing for a happily ever after story. Even as a child, I would root for the underdog, hope the princess who had to scrub all the dishes would be free. The queen would find her mate. A wild girl would make her way out into the forest and find a mythical beast that reflected back to her sovereign and wild nature. I always hoped for the two sides to stop feuding, for the brothers to forgive themselves, for the war to end, for humans to become in harmony with a more than human world. I was always hoping for a happily ever after. But then one of my mentors said, happily ever after doesn't come at the end of the story, it comes in the middle. In the middle is where happily ever after lives. Or another way to tell that story is that in the middle of every story, somewhere there is a peak, a crescendo, a climax, a cacophony of the elemental world and unseen beings and mysterious circumstances all aligning for you to have your happily ever after, your moment of bliss, your everything's coming together finally, your open-hearted, this is what I'm living for, head to toe moment. But no love story can sustain that kind of climax forever. It's a place on the journey, but it's not the destination. So somewhere there in the middle, hopeful goes to hopeless, that things will ever be happy again. Hopeful goes to hoping that things will ever be this good again. It's human. It's human to want a happily ever after story, to land in some place along the journey, to rest, be happy. What if every story, every journey, every path were full of stepping stones towards happy, stepping stones being happy, stepping stones grateful for being happy. Our lives can peak and fall, and even lives can come and go. We have to have this kind of romance in our stories. Heart open, heart broken, the paradox of all of it. This is what makes a good story, a compelling story, that there's some possibility that one or ones can commune in a good and holy, lasting way, and that can benefit the entire community, even the more than human world. This is why I love stories. They provide that at least at some point in the story, there's a moment of peace and happiness. There is a moment of peace and happiness before the next adventure begins.